At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary fruit fly. But with a closer look, you'll see the telltale marks on its wings. This is actually Drosophila suzukii, more commonly known as the spotted-winged Drosophila. Native to Southeast Asia, spotted-winged Drosophila is an invasive species in the Americas and Europe. This means that it's not native to those habitats, and its introduction causes some sort of ecological or economic harm. In the case of spotted-winged Drosophila, it's the latter, with it being an extremely destructive pest of soft-bodied fruits, such as raspberries and blueberries. While it looks similar to the average fruit fly, there's a couple more key differences beside its spotted wings that sets it apart. For example, all female fruit flies have a special egg-laying organ called the ovipositor. When a female fruit fly is laying eggs, the ovipositor allows her to deposit them directly into a fruit, so that her young can hatch right in a steady food source. In the case of your average fruit fly, she must do this in an already rotted fruit, as fresh fruit would be too difficult for her to break through. However, this is not the case for spotted-winged Drosophila. Instead, it has evolved a specialized ovipositor that literally looks like a saw blade. As a result, it can cut through and lay eggs in fresh fruit still in the bush. Eggs laid in the fresh fruit hatch into larvae, eating it from the inside out, and resulting in massive damage to the berries. The result is millions of dollars of crop loss for farmers and agricultural producers. Additionally, spotted-winged Drosophila also has a greater capability for surviving winter weather. Depending on the temperature eggs are raised in, adult spotted-winged Drosophila can either emerge as the smaller, lighter summer morph, or the hardier and larger winter morph. This flexibility in body type allows it to survive temperature shifts across seasons. There is no question that invasive species like spotted-winged Drosophila are devastating. However, their unique circumstances provide interesting opportunities to study fundamental questions in evolution, seasonality, and rapid adaptation. When establishing in newly invaded ecosystems, they must overcome novel environmental stressors, allowing us to study how populations adapt to sudden changes in their environment. As an agricultural pest in temperate climates, spotted-winged Drosophila has to contend with surviving pesticide applications in the growing season, and winter weather in the off-season. To look at how these seasonally fluctuating stressors affect populations of spotted-winged Drosophila, the Nunez lab at the University of Vermont has been sampling wild adult flies across Vermont farms over the growing season. These flies are then brought back to the lab and sorted, where they are used to either start lab-grown colonies of flies, or are sequenced for their genetic data. With these lines, we can ask questions about if spotted-winged Drosophila's capacity for pesticide and cold resistance changes over the growing season, and if so, are there underlying genetic factors that lead to these shifts, potentially giving us a promising area of future study for the control of this invasive fly.